Hi there, friends. Different concept today. I'm in front of Cheesecake Factory. I'm going in. I'm going to check out their most popular item. I think it's called chicken Madeira. We're going to find out how they make it, and maybe we'll make it better on the channel. So, give me a second. I am going to put a disguise on, and we're going to go in. All right, friends. What do you think? They won't recognize me. We're going to have a ball. Let's go inside. All right, young man. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So that's the famous chicken Madeira.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you're good.
Thank you, sir. All right, folks. Sauce is very liquid. Very liquid. It looks interesting. Presentation is not bad. And I like that mashed potatoes. Nice. And the sauce. I think we can do a lot better. I'm gonna eat that because I'm hungry. We're going back in the studio. I want to show you how to make it the right way. Well, we are back in the kitchen. It was a lot of fun. We had a ball that night, let me tell you. That was great. So, I can't tell you how they did it because I wouldn't know how to do it like that. So, I'm going to show you how I would make it, and I'm going to show you how I would make it much better. The service was very good. The place looked good. Service was excellent. The place used to be better, let's put it that way. But they were very nice, very, very friendly. All right, friends. So, the recipe we're going to make with the same ingredient, except I'm going to add a little more flavoring into it, of course. First, I got little shallots in there, and I'm going to saute the shallots. If you don't have shallots, put onion in there. Hey. Shallots, onion, they're the same family. Okay, they're not the same flavor, whether we use shallots instead of onion. Shallots are more delicate, but they're more fragile too, so you have to be careful, okay? So, and then we're going to put the mushroom. I got one of those little 8-ounce container of mushrooms, and I saute them. Those are baby portobello. They're a little dark, eh? We're going to saute them and get rid of the water. All right? We're going to keep an eye on it. We don't do it in too high of a heat. It's too difficult to control. If you are like high heat, you know, some people, they cook everything on high heat and they burn everything. Take it easy. Relax. Have a glass of wine. You don't want to go too high, eh? Salt and pepper, the salt always, because the salt, what is the salt going to do? Help us get rid of the water. The water. Mushrooms are full of water. And water, as we know, tastes like nothing. And I know your regulars out there are going to say, Mama mia, here he goes again with the water. But I got to tell you, because there's so many new people. All the time I talk about the new subscriber every week. Every week, 10, 15,000 new subscribers. They don't know. So we got to let them know. Welcome, all the new subscribers. You're coming into the right channel. We use butter here. We love butter. So we saute the mushroom, the chicken. The chicken, friends, I got some beautiful breast. And you notice, chicken breasts, they are very big. They're big, right? So what do? We cut it in half. We put the hand on there, take the knife, go up and down, keep an eye on your hands. And you got yourself 2 breasts of chicken. What do we do with this? We clean it. I talk always about my clarified butter. For all the new people that don't know, I have a clarified butter right there. We clarified butter. See, I got butter in my head. Clarified water, no, not even clarified, it's purified. Purified, how you say? He's laughing. Purified, sanitized. That's what I was. He's like, purified. What are you talking about? Sanitized water, and I put. You can do it 2 ways. The sanitized water. How am I doing over here? Let me check temperature, because sometimes I talk too much, and then I forget. The sanitized water. Now, the sanitized water, friends, is 1 part bleach, 5 part water. No, it's, I got the part wrong. That's for the vinegar. It's 1 ounce of bleach for 1 gallon of water. okay? And the CDC say it's perfectly fine to sanitize. You got to sanitize. If you think a little vinegar is going to sanitize the pathogen and the bacteria that are going to grow on a piece of meat, like chicken, and you cutting board, you're wrong. So I highly recommend it. You put a little bit. I can't even smell the bleach. You don't smell it. Okay, but it's very important that we keep things sanitized, friends. All right, we're going to put chicken in the pan, and the heat I have in the pan right now is 365. 365. So that's what I got right there. We're going to put the chicken here. We're going to get him beautiful golden brown. That's all we're going to do. I mean, a child could do this. Now, look, my hands are dirty again now because I touched the chicken. And I sanitized the cutting board already, right? So I'm good. I'm going to put a little salt and pepper in there. Now, you see, look how much water has escaped from the mushroom. So we're going to put a little bit of black pepper in here. Right? And we're going to put a little salt. All right, we're going to shake him. And the sauce. Sauce, very simple, friends. As soon as the mushroom have released most of their water, you put a little bit of garlic right there. About a tablespoon of garlic. I have a little tarragon. I know they didn't put tarragon in there. They put... I have no idea what they put in there. I think they had a little thyme in there, a little dry thyme. It wasn't that great. So I put a little tarragon, which is great. If you can't find tarragon, use a thyme, use a rosemary, but use an herb. It'll give you so much more flavor, my friend. Okay, very simple so far, right? I'm not doing anything complicated. I had the shallots, big shallots. I got a little Madeira wine. Obviously, it's the Madeira sauce. And then I'm going to talk to you about the asparagus. All right, let's look at the chicken. We're looking for a beautiful golden brown color. We don't have it quite yet. Very simple, eh? It's not complicated, friends. Not complicated at all. We're going to put a little bit of, I don't want the garlic. As soon as the garlic smells, put the Madeira. I got a little Madeira in there, and now I'm going to put a little bit of beef stock. Just a little bit of beef stock, you see? And that's it, the sauce, friends. All that's, this is 2 little, 4 ounces, that's 8 ounces of stock. Okay, pretty simple, eh? All right, nothing complicated. Now what we're going to do, we're going to saute the chicken on the other side. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the cheese on it. I'm going to pop them in the oven. Very simple. I got mozzarella cheese, which was the cheese they had in there. Mozzarella cheese. We don't need to flip it anymore now. We're going to put it, let me reduce that sauce. Put a little bit of stock in the bottom. And we're going to go in the oven right now. Pretty simple, eh? Now, the asparagus, I got asparagus. I'm going to tell you what I did to the asparagus. I'm going to warm up the asparagus. I got to tell you what I did. In a minute, I will. Let me just put them in here now, because I'm going to go in the oven. It doesn't matter how I put them in there. They're cooked already. I'm going to tell you all about the asparagus in a second, friends. Give me a second. Because they got to get warm. You see, I already cooked them in advance. Don't worry about what the fry pan looks like right now. We're going to put it in the pan. I'm just going to go right now. Let me put more cheese. Right in there. And then we're going to cook it gently in the oven until the cheese is beautiful golden brown. Piece of cake. Easier than a piece of cake. I promise you I'm going to tell you all about the... I got the oven going at 375. Take the whole pan, pop it in the oven. By the way, if you don't have a pan that it can go in the oven, put it in a lasagna pan. Boom, boom. Put this whole thing, put it in a lasagna pan. Okay, if you don't have a pan that goes in the oven, same deal, okay? But I just happen to have one that goes in the oven. It smells amazing in the Madeira. Whew. So now, friends, the asparagus. I got to tell you about the asparagus. See how simple that was? A child could do this. Somebody say you should write a cookbook. A child could do this. That's a great idea. A cookbook for children. Yeah. So look, guys, when you got an asparagus, you see all them ding-dongs cutting them, eh? Whenever you see a ding-dong cutting like that, then don't be a ding-dong, okay? Don't do it. Here's what you do. You peel the asparagus. Now you're going to say, oh, really? I don't peel my asparagus. Well, I bet you don't eat the whole thing if you don't peel it. How are you going to eat the whole thing? This is like fiber. It's really not as enjoyable. Okay, and what you do here in the end, see how dry it is right there? Can you see right there how dry it is? Okay, here's what you do. Cut it. Boom. Goodbye. See, now it's nice and moist. Now you can eat the whole thing. Here's what I do. I cut this like this, and I cut this like this. Okay, so now I poach them in water, like I do my broccoli, like I do my green beans, like I do so many vegetables. Poach them in boiling water. As soon as they cook to my liking, whatever that is, it's up to you. I don't like a crunchy asparagus. I like a nice, melted, soft asparagus. I put them in ice water. And that's where I took them out of there right there today for you. They had been in ice water. They stop the cooking process, make them beautiful, bright, and green. That's all you got to do. And for those of you that have never peeled an asparagus, it's easy, right? You see what I do? Look, put the asparagus down. Be gentle. Just twist the asparagus around. If a child cannot do this, send it to me. I'll teach him. All right? And remember, don't be breaking it like all them ding-dongs out there. Eh? Don't break it. Just cut it nice. Boom. You give it a nice angle, so now you have a nice piece you can eat. All right, friends? In the meantime, chicken is going to be ready. I'm going to finish the sauce. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be back in 2 minutes, friends. So check the chicken in the oven, finish the sauce, and I got beautiful mashed potatoes. All right? See you in a minute. Okay, friends. It only took a few minutes because, it was pretty thin already, right? And if your cheese is not golden brown, put it into the broiler for a second. Put it in the broiler for a second. You can put a little parsley in it because I love parsley in that thing, in that sauce. I love the flavor of it. I don't just like the look of it. I love the flavor. I know I'm old-fashioned. I love parsley. Well, new chef today go, oh, parsley. Yeah, well, I like parsley. So look, guys, the sauce is a little thin. It's a little thin, you notice? Right? It's a little thin, right? So what do? We put a little bit of cornstarch. Now, somebody was saying to me, how come you don't use your cooked roux? I use it all the time, but I hate to use it on the air because a lot of people don't have it. If you have a cooked roux, friends, cooked roux. I made a video on it. Jack just give you a link on it. You can use that. That'd be perfect to use a cooked roux right there, friends, which is a cooked roux is, the flour is cooked already, so you can add it at the end. So, but if you don't have it, put a bit of cornstarch, just a little bit now. Careful. A little bit of it goes a long way. Remember, the texture is a conductor of flavor, friends. Okay? If a sauce is too thin, soup is too thin. If it's too thick, it changes the flavor. So look. See, it's getting beautiful. You know what's going to make it look better? Just a little bit of butter. A little bit. You don't have to put a lot. Turn the heat off. Remember, the butter is an emulsion. Okay, and we don't want to break it. Remember, when you do clarified butter, what do? You make clarified butter, you bring it to boil. Why? To separate it. The milk solid and butter fat. We don't want to do that. No. So keep it here. Keep it here. Keep it handy, just in case you need it. Keep it there. You never know when you need it. And it's important to have it at room temperature. Eh? Don't be afraid now. And mix it up right away. That's going to give you a nice, smooth, delicious sauce. You see? Remember, when you put a cornstarch, it has to be boiling first, okay? And a little bit, okay? It could be thicker, but I like it just like that. You can put a little more butter in there. All right, friends. We're looking good. So all we're going to do now, I'm making the mashed potatoes. Look, a beautiful mashed potatoes. You know what I do with the mashed potato? I make it ahead. Right? Because I can't make everything in one show. It's too much, right? Make it ahead and you put a plastic wrap on it. Warm it up in the microwave. Don't worry, it's not going to melt. You put a plastic, we can put a plate if you don't want to put a plastic wrap on it. We got a dinner plate. We're going to take a nice ladle of mashed potatoes. We're going to put a nice ladle of mashed potato. I took too big of a spoon. Okay, they're too big. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's take it right there. They're way too big. And the mashed potatoes is not cooperating. It doesn't want to look pretty. So you know what we'll do when it doesn't want to look pretty? I'll tell you what we'll do. Mamma mia. See, I never hide anything. You see, it doesn't hide anything. No, I don't hide anything. I'll show you what I do. I'll show you what I do, friends. I take an ice cream scoop. We make it nice, because we like it. We have to make it nice. All right? We put it right here on the side of the plate. Right there. Now we have a nice bowl of mashed potatoes. Ice cream scoop. Always come to our rescue, friends. Then we're going to take our chicken. Take a nice breast of chicken. You see, it's got the cheese in it. It's gorgeous. Right there. Well, you can put two. Huh? This is really a small breast, friends. I really think we should give him two. I like the idea of giving him two. You like it? I think so, too. Give him the asparagus. Give him the asparagus and put them on the side, eh? Don't make it too messy. Don't make it too messy, friends. You see, give him the asparagus on the side right there. Organize them a little bit. Now, remember, they're cooked. They're going to be nice and tender. They're going to be delicious. That's it. You don't have to give them all over the place, right? And now you can put a little bit of sauce. Did I put butter in the sauce yet? Jack, did I put butter? Yeah, I put butter, a lot of butter. I don't want to forget I put the butter. There we go. Now look, take a little bit of the sauce. You can put it on the side of it. You don't have to put it all over the place. It's up to you where you want to put the sauce. Fix it up now however you want to do it. You know what I like to do? So take the mashed potato, put a bit of sauce right in there. Nothing wrong with this. Simple plate, friends. Very simple. You can take a little bit of tarragon. Remember, we put some tarragon in there. Take a little bit of tarragon. Put it right in there, except this is not pretty. I hate when it's not pretty. If we're going to put an herb, it's got to be pretty. And it's got to belong in there, meaning you don't be putting tarragon unless you have tarragon in the sauce. Here we go. No, we look a little bit better. Here we go, friends. I think we look better. What do you think? You like? I like it. Okay, now what do? We test. We test this, friends. Let's see if we made it good. Let's see if we made it good. The Pope Catholic, of course we made it good. Okay, it's going to be delicious, eh? You see, look, beautiful sauce. Beautiful sauce. Look at this. You know? Oh, wow. The sauce. And the mashed potatoes. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call the Cheesecake Factory and ask them if they want me to show them how to make it correctly. Friends, this is delicious. It really is. It's a great dish. That's the way they should make it. That's the way they should make it. Hey, by the way, the asparagus, you know, cooked to perfection. Then I shouldn't tell you, you can eat the whole thing. I'm not going to continue eating, otherwise I can't talk to you. Fine. Thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the bell. Thanks for watching, friends. Man, it's delicious. It's 100 million times better than I had over there, okay? Thank goodness they were nice and friendly, yeah? Because I tell you what, I don't want to say anything bad about it, but mamma mia, we're not going back there. All right, Wow, when do you taste that sauce? The mashed potato mixing.